Hello, good afternoon, welcome to Communities Live here, Sheffield Live 93.2 FM, and we have the Battlekarts team, Kim and Alex. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, thank you for joining me today. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I've really enjoyed my time at Battlekarts here today and played a few games. I want to talk about how long has Battlekarts Sheffield been going around for?
So we opened mid-June this year, so roughly 6 months now. So yeah, we're still pretty new, I would say.
That recent, I mean, I'm actually surprised because I thought it's been going on for a few years, to be honest. And so, I mean, what's inspired you to make Battlekarts Sheffield?
So there are already, other locations in, well, just England really. But the franchise itself, so it is a franchise, it's a Belgian company, and they've been growing since they first basically established in 2015. They've been growing ever since, and at this point there's over 60 locations worldwide. And with, already 3 locations, being in England, it kind of made sense to, try to establish it a bit more in the UK. And since the Sheffield location is the only one, in this area, it kind of made sense to open it here.
And I mean, to our listeners at home who want to have a go at Battlekarts, do we have to wear like VR headsets?
No, you don't actually. So you are actually driving a real go-kart. Everything is projected onto the floor, which allows for different tracks, different themes, different mini games as well. So yeah, do you have anything?
That's how we get to the motto. You don't play the game, you play in the game, because you're in the video game. So it's great for any sort of gamers out there.
And speaking of video games, are you also gamers yourselves?
Oh, absolutely. All the time. Whenever I've got a free minute, I'll play games, especially racing ones. So even as working here, it's like being on my days off. Yeah.
And I've got to ask as well, I mean, how many games are there at the moment for Battlekarts Sheffield?
So there's 6 in total. Obviously, pretty much every year there's going to be at least one big update with, different, I don't know, just different track themes or anything like that. I don't know of any developments for any new games yet. I think the most recent one was actually Battlepool, that was released maybe about 1.5-ish years ago. So it's been a while since they put out a new game. They've definitely made quite a lot of other changes in the meantime. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they're already working on other games. But yeah, as of right now, there's 6 different game modes. Obviously, the race would be the most popular one. You will definitely get that in every single session. Like I mentioned in the beginning, you have different themes. So we've just had the Halloween theme, which was a bit of a spooky one, and now we're just about to have the Christmas theme on. So it's going to be like a kind of snowy landscape, and yeah, you've got like little like presents on the track as well. So yeah, we've got quite a few gimmicks with the race, so it's definitely the game that you can play the most and never get tired of, really.
I mean, you just mentioned themes, so how many different themes are there for the year?
So for the track, there are, I think, 5 different ones. So there's a classic one with kind of like a meadowy landscape. There's a pirate-themed one. There's like a candy kind of land, and then there's also like a very like purpley bluish forest kind of theme. So I think it's 4 actually in total, but obviously there's the seasonal themes happening every now and then as well.
I want to talk to you about how you make the tracks. I mean, that's if you can tell us. I mean, how difficult is it to make them? Does it come together quite quickly, or does it take a lot of thinking to make the tracks?
I probably have quite a bit of experience with this. We have our own in-house map making system, although it has to go through quite a long process to be approved. So there are already sort of a plethora of different tracks available for all different sizes of venues. That's mainly controlled by HQ, hence the long process. But we have at least 8 and probably a couple more soon.
Yeah.
And is that same with the games as well? Does that take quite a long process to make as well?
Yeah, the games take quite a while to develop. I mean, I really don't know specifics. That is all coming from the headquarters in Belgium. We don't really have much to do with that at all. We can obviously, you know, hand in suggestions or anything that we might like to see, but in the end it is down to the headquarters in terms of development. So yeah, I mean, the core games in the very beginning were Battle Race, Battle Color, Battle Snake, and Battle Foot. So that would be like football kind of game, of course. Those were the core 4 games, and in the beginning they were looking a bit more, I wouldn't necessarily say basic, but just less colorful, and now they kind of evolved into this very vibrant kind of immersive experience with, you know, wall projection. So you're kind of basically surrounded by the projections as you're playing. They didn't have that in the beginning, so yeah, it you know, now that the franchise is kind of evolving so fast, they obviously grow their team as well, so I think it's now easier for them to make those changes more quickly or more efficiently maybe. But yeah, obviously, you know, you have to kind of program everything. It definitely takes a while to develop everything.
And I mean, I played 4 games, and we played 2 races. One was a Battle Colour and Battle Snake.
Yes.
And I mean, great games. And it's definitely, I mean, it took me a while to actually get used to the carts, but it was great fun. And I've got to say thank you for letting me play today. And I mean, I've got to ask as well, for the near future, if you can tell us, have you got any ideas for a game that you're currently working on, or is it all quite secretive at the moment?
It's under wraps, that one. Could tell you, but we'd have to kill you.
No, yeah, we actually, yeah, there's NDAs in place and things that we obviously can't tell, but I'm sure that they're working on new things, and yeah, again, when you're working for the company, you're able to hand in you know, suggestions or wishes of what you might like to see for the future. So yeah, who knows? Maybe actually, you know, at some point, someone's idea is going to come to life, which I think is like really fun. So yeah, for Battlekart, it's very much all about working together. I don't really know how it works for other franchises, but for them, even though they have over 60 locations, I think they really want to try to keep that connection up between franchisees and not really want to like alienate anyone. So yeah, we keep close in touch with the HQ. So yeah, it definitely is quite a productive relationship, I would say.
So, what's your space ratings and gentlemen for on latest games? I want to talk about how long does each game last?
15 minutes a session. Within each session there are normally 3, sometimes 4 mini games, depending on which mini games you would choose, and each of those may last 3 to maybe 6 minutes, depending on the mini game. So Virus, one of the newer ones, does take like up to 10 minutes really.
Yeah.
And that one is very cooperative, it's very involved. We don't recommend it for the faint of heart, that sort of thing. But the standard race, maybe 3 minutes, and then you have time to change track, try out some new tactics, maybe gently nudge your friends off the track sideways.
And I want to say as well, I mean, because there's a lot of power-ups in this, and I've got to say, what is the most powerful power-up you can use?
Ooh. I think it depends on what you're after. If you obviously want a bit of a thrill, then it would be the boost or the nitro, because if you're just watching the videos, it doesn't translate as well, but usually the response we get from customers or anyone who does it for the first time is that, oh my god, I wouldn't have thought that the carts would actually go so fast.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reaction that the nitro gets from people. So I think most people would wish that they would kind of be able to enable that all the time, constantly. Whereas if you're more looking for like kind of maybe annoying your friends or I don't know, like preventing them from overtaking you, then it might be the rocket, because you actually get 2 of those. And for all the other power-ups, you only ever have 1 at a time, but the rockets you have 2, so you could even hit 2 people, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it, kind of depends what you're after. I think that the shield is quite powerful as well, though, because obviously, you know, it might stop people's rockets or their oil to affect you. So yeah, it depends, but I mean, personally, I do enjoy the boost. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard not to like the boost, but I think in terms of pure strategy, using an oil spill, it makes people take longer routes, and then sometimes you know they think they've avoided it and they haven't, and then it takes them even longer to get back in the race. So that's the best one for annoying the other staff, at least.
I've got to say, I mean, I don't think I had the oil spill, but I mean, I was actually quite surprised about the nitro, because I thought when you actually drive them, they're quite fast already, but you don't realise how fast you actually go when you've used the nitro. I mean, it's a great, and also when you get hit by the rocket as well, how reactive that is. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. The system is definitely quite incredible. So the team have really built something quite astonishing, I think. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And something worth mentioning probably is, like, contrary to what people would associate usually with go-karting, you actually don't wear helmets or any overalls or anything like that. Obviously, if you wear white, your clothes might not stay as pristine. But you can just, you know, wear your day-to-day clothes, which I think is really fun. And because you don't wear helmets, you get to interact with other players. So if you're, you know, coming in with a group of friends or family, then I think that really adds quite a nice element to it, which you usually don't get when you're, you know, just go-karting. So obviously this is more about, you know, playing as you're in your kart. So I think that is really fun. And obviously there's still a safety aspect to it. You have to keep buckled up for the entire time. And we also have an anti-collision system, which you might have noticed as well. Like when you get close to someone else, your kart will slow down a bit. Same thing happens if you cut the track or anything like that. So even though we don't have any, you know, walls or anything like that, the system will prevent you from just directly like crashing into someone or something.
And I think I've actually accidentally crashed into my brother Matthew a couple of times, so I'm guilty as charged on that. And I've got to say it as well, I mean, the last game, I think I completely lost my way because I went completely out of control with the way the map was. But again, it was great fun. I want to say thank you. And I've got to ask as well, I mean, is there like a minimum height that you have to be to enter battlekarts?
Definitely. It's 1.45 m, which is 4'9". If anyone is shorter than that, unfortunately won't reach, even with pedals, pedal extensions and a booster seat. And that is our limit for safety.
Okay.
So as sort of going off what we previously said with the anti-collision, it is great for families and people that wouldn't normally get involved with go-karting, but we have to be strict on our safety procedures because it's only for a safe range of people.
And is there a minimum age as well that people can go battlekarts? No.
Could have the world's tallest 2-year-old, as long as they can reach the pedals safely, it's alright.
So, and I mean, what is the price? So, for a game to play a game, how much is it?
It's $19.50 per person for your first session, $18.50 per person for your second, and $17 per person for each one after that. If you're in a group of more than 10, it knocks all of those prices down by £1 per person. And we also have deals for birthday parties and corporate events, but they'd have to ask us very nicely.
And I mean, to our listeners, I mean, how can people book?
Oh, nice and easy.
Yeah, so usually we recommend just to book online because that obviously guarantees you a spot at, you know, your preferred time. Of course, we do accept walk-ins, or if you feel like you just want to try it out and you only book one session online, and then, you know, if we have availabilities, you're very welcome to book more here. But especially for weekends, booking online is pretty much the easiest way. Our website shows you availabilities as well. It shows you which slots are completely free, or which slots may be occupied or completely full. So it is pretty straightforward, but yeah, I mean, you know, if you ever feel like just walking in, then we can, you know, get people booked in here at our front desk as well. But yeah, again, with larger groups, the safer bet is to book online, or at least call beforehand, and then we're happy to tell anyone, you know, how busy it currently is. But yeah.
And for our listeners, I mean, where are you based?
We're up in Brightside, which is near Burngreave, about a mile away from Meadowhall. So we're just down the road if you do some shopping and want to try it out. I'm not entirely sure which bus links there are up this end, but it's pretty well connected considering the location, and the tram's not too far away as well.
Alex, Kim, it's been an absolute pleasure. My final question for you is, what would you like to say to our audience who is currently listening right now?
Ooh.
Well, I would say if you are a fan of anything relating to racing, go-karting, and or gaming, then Battlekart is definitely a very fun experience for pretty much anyone aged, you know, 12 or upwards, just because of the height restriction. Obviously, you kind of have to estimate the age, but yeah, I mean, like Alex mentioned, it's for families, it's for corporate events, it's for birthday parties. Basically, yeah, it definitely is a entirely new experience that you can't really compare to anything.
Yeah,
I don't think.
That's very true.
So yeah, definitely. If you know, are interested in any of these things whatsoever, do feel free to come over, even if it's just to have a look, because it really is super fun. Although we might be biased, but I still think that's a fair statement.
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's absolutely for families and people that just want to have fun. And I don't think fun has an age limit, really. Maybe a height limit.
That is true.
And I'm going to say I've had a brilliant time, so thank you so much for setting that up. Alex, Kim, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well. Thank
Cheers.
you.